Hello and welcome back to Kaiserreich. I've gone off camera and done some design work. I designed a ship, or a number of ship designs actually. I designed a mine-laying submarine, SM here, the U-310M class. It's got the extended fuel tank for the extra 1 mile of range, or 1,000 kilometer range. But it also has a mine-laying tube. In fact, it's going to have another one. Oh no, you can't replace the torpedo tube. You need to have at least one torpedo tube. Anyways, so it's got a mine-laying tube as well. It doesn't make it very effective at mine-laying, but it can do so stealthily at least, hopefully. That is at least the intent. And they are quite cheap to manufacture. Oh, and Amazing Grace. So, and we also made the, or we upgraded the destroyers, or the light ship class design up to more 1942 standards. We've got better guns, we've got the 12.7 centimeter 45 SK C34, I'm not quite sure what that means. And we have module, or like level 3 anti-air 37mm AA. We've upgraded the engine to a 45,000 SHP. Is that a what kind of measurement is that? Is that horsepower? Like ship horsepower or something? I don't know. And we have upgraded the active sonar. Additionally, let's see. Let's actually double check here because I haven't looked at this one for a while. If there's anything we can upgrade here. The snorkel, still basic, and torpedo tubes, engine. It's all good. Additionally, we did sign a non-aggression pact with the Union of Socialist American States until we are done with the war against the Commonwealth of Canada. And we are shipping our troops across the Atlantic Ocean. We have some sort of naval engagement going on here. I saw this. This is quite a fearsome fleet we're engaged with here. A lot of big ships. Not a lot of screeners though. We have way more screening ships than they do, but they have carriers. They have the whole shebang. So what I've done is I've basically assigned a fuck ton of airplanes to this region, hoping that they will just bomb the ever-living shit out of this fleet here. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, actually, I did update the tank design, the Panzer design. So now they are the Light Panzer division, which is like a light Panzer division, I think. And we have created a Panzer division, like a dedicated Panzer division, which is medium tanks. It also has medium self-propelled artillery, making up for a combat width of 20, which I think is the ideal you want to strive for. Some motorized for the HP and stuff. And we're going to up their reliability, so they will not need a support company for that, like the maintenance company. Otherwise, I don't know if there's anything else we need to address. The invasion of the Dominion of India failed miserably, of course, and that means that we really have no other way of going about it. What we could do is get a bunch of Marines over here and try again. Or maybe amphibious landing vehicles, or amphibious tanks and all that. Or we can just leave it be as it is for now. Potentially get paratroopers, land them around and then try again. Like land them around the harbor, try again. And attack from different directions. Or because we don't actually have to invade this. We can just take this. And once we're piecing them out, we can just take India from them. So that is what we're going to do. Yeah, it's just naval, ships on carriers, which are technically are not assigned to any mission, because this fleet, which was assigned to support the naval invasion, is now not doing anything. We're actually going to send that fleet, I think, the East Africa Squadron. We're going to... okay, no, we need it here in the Pacific so that we have at least one squadron here. Or we don't need it there, but I want to have it there. That way we don't have to ship squadrons from the other side of the world over to the Pacific. Would be actually, I think a huge thing for us would be taking the Panama Canal. I think we're going to send the Marines we have left to do that. Like take the Caribbean, take the Panama Canal, because currently, when the... Oh, never mind. I was thinking the Commonwealth of Canada is probably going to ship supplies up here if we take the Panama Canal, but of course they're not, because any supplies they need to send across the Cape here, what's it called? I forget what this place is called, but like in English, I suppose. But yeah, even if we did that, they're just gonna ship in supplies from Asia over here to like Vancouver and stuff. Victoria, Vancouver, yeah. It is interesting how Vancouver is not on Vancouver Island. Like the city itself. And hold on, and yeah, okay, then Seattle is like right there. We're going to then unpause and continue with the invasion of Canada. Cool song. Okay, so despite the the apparent supremacy of the Canadian fleet in this initial engagement, we are coming out ahead. We've lost 9 destroyers, which is bad, but they've lost 2 cruisers, 4 destroyers, and 1 dreadnought. We've lost 1 fast battleship, not good, but it's pre-Weltkrieg, so it was gonna go anyways. 10 destroyers now. Dude, they're fighting like during a thunderstorm. A storm in shallow sea, and I think the admirals are quite evenly matched, but his traits seem to favor raiding, while mine seem to favor an all-out battle. Which is why I think we are, like, our light guns are doing more damage, or approximately the same damage actually, but our torpedoes way more. Our depth charges, though, those would actually be fairly useless in this situation. There are no submarines engaged here. And our heavy guns are doing more. We're fast approaching the point where we can make reactors and stuff. Oh, we actually... So that logged as a defeat at the Battle of the Newfoundland Sea. I suppose it's because we lost more destroyers and we did lose a lot of planes. Yeah, you can see we have like a fuck ton of planes assigned here right now. We may as well take Fredericton. There's really no reason why we shouldn't. We should just push or press the advantage while we have it, up to the point where we would overextend ourselves, then we'll halt. Iran took 2 states from Afghanistan. Iran is expanding. Under Hassan Mirza Qajar. Holy fuck, what's this? Yep. All this stuff, yep, sure. Oh, it's all against, like, the Italian Republic. God, that is... I mean... I'm actually just gonna go here, and current wars. Call all. This should go away. Or not. Just all of them are joining the war against the Italian Republic. Really, that war has no bearing on anything. It's literally just the Austrian Empire here. Like, because they're all joining, they might send troops over to help Austria or something. I'm not sure. These guys might help by invading. Yeah, they're invading from the south here. I mean, we might get war score. We might be able to just like take a little bit of territory. I do have player-led peace conferences, but I'm not actually going to take territory that we haven't earned. So, like the mod that allows me to basically completely decide whatever happens in the peace treaty, regardless of my participation. But I'm not going to use it to cheese the game completely. That is my promise to you. Oh, my bad.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle?
Having a lot of fun using this series essentially as a way for me to procrastinate and not actually work on my paper that I have due this month for like I have to write a paper on the Sino-Soviet split in the Cold War
Weiter, weiter.
for university.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And once that's done, I will hopefully have my degree in history. Alright, now is the point where we stop expanding. We'll take this little bit here and then go back and rejoin the line. Like, we might push in here, but we'll hold a straight line. Going to do the Europa Brigade, because as a helpful commenter pointed out, we can go down the Austria paths, but only after we've done all of the Middle Europa stuff. So we can try to bring Austria into the Reichspakt, in which case we do not have to go to war with all of them. It would be worth it to go to war with them for Romania, I suppose, but if we can in any way, shape or form get them in diplomatically, and especially if we can get them into like a puppet situation diplomatically, that would be mint. Alright, let's send our infantry to form a line, or get up on the line. Let's send the tanks down along the coastline, and the motorized will follow. The idea here, and the reason why I'm sending them along the coast, is because there's plains and stuff here, while everything else here is mountain. So we'll use the tanks to push down along the coast, and we'll have the motorized shore them up from behind. The reason for the motorized doing that is because they will be able to keep track, or keep pace with the tanks. And now we have a lot of unassigned divisions here that need to go to armies, so we'll send them to the army that is staring over the line at, or over the border at, the Soviet Republic. A united humanity. Admirable goal. United by force, of course, here. Oh, and the Italian Republic has capitulated. Of course, most of it should go to Austria, because they have the most... right? They have the most war participation. Hungary. Where's Austria here? What the fuck? Why? Well, either way, they do have the combined, they have the most score. So I'm gonna give this to Austria, or Austria is going to ask for this. Oh, they can't actually ask for all that much. They can't ask for anything. Can they? Pick for Yuli. I'll take Venice, and Lombardy will go to, I think, who are you again? These guys. That's not Modena, is it? This would be like Milan or something. No, that's Milan. I suppose this is Modena then. What's the other one then? There's Sardinia, Piedmont, and the two Sicilies, of course, and we have Modena, and we have... Okay, they don't show up. Well, we're going to chance it and hope that this is... They can't even take it. I guess we'll take it. No, we'll give it all to Austria. Even if we are potentially going to war with them. They can't even take it. Can anyone take it? I can take it, potentially. Yeah, I need to, like, pass turn for, like, fucking million years. Hold on, let's just fucking double click, or double fingers on the mouse button here. There we go. And then we'll give it to Modena. Oh yeah, it worked. Cool. And or done, yeah. That might have completely fucked any, like, some sort of event that Austria needs to get. But, I mean, it's fine. A single Marine division is beating back a single Canadian infantry division. That does not bode well for the Canadian equipment situation right now. Or their manpower, I suppose. Right, let's, I think it's time to establish a new theater. And we'll give them reinforcement priority. Technically, this is the American theater. These are the Americas, so the Mexican guard here will stay in the American theater. Let's make sure all of these guys are updated to normal infantry division. Or are they actually? Hold on. Guard infantry are just a lot of infantry, and alright, yeah, they're all the same. We want to take the eastern seaboard of the United States as fast as possible. Simply because these areas, I think, are more valuable than these. That is not a slight against any Canadians out there. It's just New York and Boston are, in terms of unlocked slots here, pretty big. Meanwhile, compare, I guess that one is actually pretty big, but compare like Quebec here. Okay, so we researched again, so we're going to upgrade our, or research a new like hull type, so we're going to upgrade our destroyer production here into a light ship. So okay, so in vanilla what it does is once you research a new hull type, it's going to give you a new design, and that design is going to be based on the one you already have, but it's going to have parts from the one you already have essentially. That didn't happen here, so we're going to just have to remake it. So it'll be the UZ 42 B, and it will be ASW. Oops. Let's look at this one first. This one has 2 of those, a gun, and okay. Could make it an altogether better screen with another gun now, like this. Yeah, this is pretty hench actually. It's very expensive though, but it is like it's radar equipped, which will help patrol fleets. Does increase sub detection as well, and just generally increases attack for everything. I think I think we'll do this in case we lose like the cruisers in our radar, like the radar cruisers in our fleet. It's good to have destroyers equipped with radar as well. Decommission the UC-42. We don't even have to create this one. Oh, sorry, that one was a mistake. We don't even have to create this one. We can just pop it over towards UC-42B because we haven't even started making any of the ships there yet. Alright, send volunteers from the Austrian Empire. The Austrian Empire really likes us now. Sure, yeah, send some volunteers. I think they were sending volunteers against us earlier in the war. Against, like, France or something. Something stupid like that. How's their manpower looking right now? They have an army of 111. Like, they can rival us right now. That is because we haven't really been making that many divisions, honestly. We've kept it kind of on the down low.
Angetreten. Ihre Befehle. Ausrücken. Bereit.
That's a cool song.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Ouch. An American cruiser and 8 American destroyers sunk. None of ours though. Oh, this is so, like, this is actually huge. 10% land night attacks, so 50% of, like, all your battles, or maybe not quite, are going to be at night. So a 10% increase in all night battles over your enemy, if they don't have night vision, is actually immense. I forgot how fast these guys are. They're called Schwere Kampfwagen Division. but that implies like
Los, los!
huge like fighting wagon or like battle wagon or whatever.
Ausrücken!
But
Weiter,
they are
weiter!
light tanks.
Weiter, weiter! Bereit zum Ausrücken!
We can just like send all of our trucks out and completely like I suppose take most of these territories, but it's not going to actually be very productive because we won't be able to hold those territories anyway, so we'll just outrun our infantry and that won't be beneficial to anyone.
Bereit zum Ausrücken! Achtung!
Andean improvisation should have played during, I think, it wasn't last episode, but the episode before, the Andean Pact one.
Ihre Befehle! Achtung! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Ihre Befehle! Zuhören! Ihre Befehle! Zuhören! Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Let's see, so these guys no longer need to be on this line. Instead, they will be setting up for the next naval invasion, which will be from Bermuda. And it will be of Nassau, I think. Or whichever one this is. Because if we take the Bahamas, then we got the northern and the southern Bahamas in Jamaica, and then the Panama Canal, and then the Canadians are completely out of the Mediterranean, or sorry, the Caribbean. Mediterranean. That's a while ago.
Angetreten. Bereit.
Dude, this flute music, this like pan flute Andean improvisation, absolutely slaps. It very much so slaps.
Befehle. Ausrücken. Ihre Befehle. Angetreten. Ihre Befehle. Bereit. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
We got 3 dockyards. I suppose just dedicate more to generally every type of production that we're doing. And 3 military factories as well. We could use more naval bombers, I think. And more strategic bombers.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken. Achtung. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, let's redraw our front lines and our offensive lines. And set them up to like push out this way. Just so that they push in here as well, because currently they were pushing down towards Philadelphia and stuff here. That's not what we need right now. We might be able to create an insane encirclement here right now if we just push down on the Canadians who are holding at New Jersey here. This wouldn't be New Jersey. This is like more New Jersey, I think. Don't know what this is necessarily down here.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
At least I think so. I've been to New York once. I never actually visited New Jersey. I assume most people from New York will say you didn't miss much, judging by what I hear.
Ihre Befehle? Ausrücken. Auf geht's. Bereit. Weiter, weiter.
So the idea here was I was trying to get an encirclement, but it didn't really pan out. We're pushing too hard on this point to actually, like up here, to actually manage an encirclement. Oh, we're actually over time, ever so slightly. Time flies when you're having fun, dude. Well, with that said, I'm going to actually go over all of these naval losses before we go, or naval battles before we go. Convoy raid results. Yeah, that's just the Ghost Fleet. It's almost sunk. 5 heavy cruisers left. Right then, let's go over casualties. Let's see, Canadian-German war here. 370k for us, 920k on the entire Reichspakt. Almost a million for the Commonwealth of Canada. 666k on the French Republic. Bordering on 1.8 million for the Dominion of India. 900,000 for the New Englanders, who have almost capitulated. Like, they must be on the verge of capitulation anytime now. It would take Rochester. It's American, so it's not Rochester or anything. Rochester, or if we take Buffalo, they will capitulate. Oh boy. And 720,000 for the Argentine Commune. 360,000 for the Union of Socialist American States. They were already worn down by the Civil War, the Revolution. And they're fighting another war, but there's only on volunteer only, and they have a lot of manpower. That is going to be scary once we have to deal with it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Before I go, I'm again going to pimp my Twitter. The Twitter is in the description down below. In case you wonder, like, if a video isn't out yet when you expect it to be, if videos just aren't coming out from a different series or something, I might have announced something on that, or like at that Twitter account. You don't have to follow it. Just check it if you have any questions. YouTube doesn't really have, I think they have some sort of system for announcements and stuff, but it doesn't really have a good system for me to like reach out to you and tell you what's going on without it being intrusive. I think the only way is like popping it into your subscription box, and people don't want that really. So instead, check the Twitter if you want to. If you're like curious, and I mean, send me memes. Send memes, please. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Goodbye.